Hello, I'm Dr. Sri Banerjee, core faculty for the College of Health Sciences and Public Policy at Walden University, and in this segment I'll be going over the AirToxScreen Mapping tool. Now this mapping tool is including 2019, 2018, and 2017 AirToxScreen assessments that had been conducted. The tool is very useful in displaying cancer risks, emissions data, and other AirToxScreen data on a map. So you can zoom in on the areas of interest within the map, and I'll show you a demonstration of this momentarily. So more specifically, some of the data layers include total cancer risks for each U.S. Census tract, cancer breakdown by pollutant and emissions type, emissions data for point source sector emissions modeled in AirToxScreen, chronic non-cancer hazard indexes, and air toxics monitoring sites with monitoring data. I know this seems like a lot of information, however, I'm going to clarify this in a moment. So this can be used in a computer or a mobile device. So let's dive in here. You can directly access this through this website here. And I'm going to place a link on the description. So here's the AirToxScreen dashboard. It takes a little bit to actually load. This took me a while to kind of orient. However, when you get the hang of it, it makes sense. So here's what you can do is, first of all, create base maps. So what I've done here is created layers. One layer is going to look at cancer risk 2019, and then another layer is overlaying information about where the native reservations are within the United States. So let's zoom in here and take a look at how this works. And you're going to see a lot of data arrive at the bottom of the screen, so take note of that. We zoom in here, and then once we zoom in, you can take a look at the green parts, which are reservation areas, and you can compare that to areas that are not onto the reservation, and see what types of variations that you can observe. So we can first click on this reservation here in New Mexico, and as you can see, the facility emissions, I like to start on the right here. The Roswell City of Municipality landfill is there. And landfills can take up a lot of pollution. There's a compressor station, Lake Compressor Station. There's the Roswell Compressor Station, and then there's all these compressor stations and the pump station and the Red Bluff number 3 compressor station. A lot of these have some at least risk by source type. There's risks due to biogenics that are compounds that are released naturally from the environment. However, when changed, this can actually cause environmental breakdown. And then you have the nasopharyngeal cancer risk, 5.05%, about 3%, close to 4% for the oral cancer risk, and then background cancer risk, 18.75%. Secondary cancer risk is right above 50%, which is actually pretty standard for places here and all over the US. So there's not too many differences. You can see some of the facility emissions that may make a difference in the types of risks available. Now we can go into the cities here. For instance, Atlanta, we can see if there's any differences here. And we can see DeKalb County. This was a county that I've resided in for a long time. Here the risk comes from the let's select a county where the emissions are more easily observed. So here's Coweta County, Georgia, and you have the Chattahoochee Energy Facility, the city of LaGrange, landfill, aluminum factory, another industrial specialty, fabrics, and then a Georgia generating company. So these are all of the different industries that are there and potentially causing emissions that can cause physical health impediments. So understanding the potential for this is extremely important. And so taking a look at how biogenics, fire cancer risk, background cancer risk, and secondary cancer risk rearrange themselves, and even looking at formaldehyde, biogenic in many ways, actually can create harm as a air toxin. Let's take a look at some other counties up north. Let's go to Philadelphia here, Montgomery County, Pennsylvania, and take a look at some of the factories here in Montgomery County. I'm still waiting for some of this to load here. So as you can see, some of the cancer risks are actually higher compared to the biogenics. The fire cancer risk and nasopharyngeal cancer risk are higher, and we can kind of take a look at this compared to other counties. As you can see, in other counties, biogenics occupy a much less amount. Then Bucks County has similar patterns here. You can also understand what is going on in cancer risk in terms of the color coding. So if it's blue or blue-gray, then this means higher cancer risk. And we can see that here near Dallas, there's a point where various air toxicants are creating higher cancer risks. For instance, stationary point cancer risk is as high as 40% in Bucks County. In this is now in Texas, Harrison County, Texas. I hope this has provided you with some understanding of not only how to use the AirToxScreen Mapping tool, but also to be able to apply this in a way that others will understand. Thank you for listening.